So constantly every day I'm thinking like how I can improve myself from one level to another. I have the anxiety that I need to be better over time. Well, so I come up with three categories of ways that I can do or I can approach in order to put myself in a higher level. The first one is on the mental side, second one is on the soft skills, and third one is on the hard skills. Well, let me talk about mental first. As for the mental, I value passions a lot. So for me, I want myself to be keep motivated and passionate about programming, and I'm willing to spend time into it other than the working hours. So I think it's very important also for us to recognize that sometimes we need to exert external forces to force ourselves into learning. So for me, I do two things essentially. The first one is I take a mindset of coding is a game. So I'm a gamer myself since a very young age. So I tend to think about, oh, coding is like playing a strategy game or an action game that requires us to do like the completing daily missions, for example, to get rewards, right? And secondly, I know that sharing is one of my key personalities where when I do sharing, I'm motivated to do so. So there's a reason why I started making this YouTube channel active again, right? By sharing videos, and then I write articles. I start to attend to problems or questions in Stack Overflows that potentially I can answer. And by doing all this, it allows me to gain external motivations to push myself forward, right? I also know that like there are people also taking courses. You spend money take the courses, because you spend a lot of money, you don't want to waste the money, right? So there's a reason pushing you, right? You must learn something. If not, you will just waste the money. So potentially that can also be your way, but because I'm quite poor, so I don't buy courses. Yeah, I'm just referring to open source public information to learn. But essentially I do a lot of sharing. Okay, so that's one thing. Well, on a hard skill side, right, I think the fundamental difference between a junior level and a senior level is how deep you know about the tool that you are using, right? In our era, like especially when during my days, right, I actually have no idea how to use PHP one, or I have little idea lah. There's only one time or one time period that I use it. That's on the web development course in my university. But in that also, we are not exposed to in-depth learning on PHP. So I think it is very important to remove the noises. Like at one point when you are familiar with the tool already, you know that you can produce a value that can earn you money by using these tools. Then the next step would be, how do you adjust it, right? You use React. How React works under the hood. How do you adjust it to make it fit for your own use case? Well, that is where you start to recognize that there is no magic in the world. People do a lot of frameworks already. They make frameworks for us to plug and use, but we need to understand how it is built in the first place. Then from that, we understand the life cycle. We understand whenever we hit an issues, how do we attempt to solve it. When it is a library issue, we can go there and then fork it out to fix it for them. That is the fundamental difference, because you understand the concept, you understand what you are doing, and you know that to solve the problem, these are the steps that you need to take. Well, it takes a long time, and it doesn't come overday. But just to be aware, I think is very important already. Aware that things are not coming in magic. Third thing, right? Third thing is about the soft skills. When you're communicating with people, you need to make sure that you are conveying a certain message, and there's a goal within your conversation. I mean, work related. So, for example, you can say that during the daily stand-up, instead of highlighting you have struggles a lot during a certain task and it costs you a long time, that's probably not interesting for your teammates. you can focus on the blockers. Like if you have a blockers, then you focus on that. Yeah, highlight that. Oh, this this matter, I could not solve it because of the limitation in this thing, for example, and it is okay to say that you need help. I've also seen people who are not capable for specific tasks, but they force themselves to spend a long time to find the solutions. But do we need to do so? Do we need to spend like few hours stuck in the same problem? Probably no. Yeah. It's better for you to do a more impactful stuff that you have already known that you can produce value instead of just stuck in studying the same problem over and over again, trying to figure it out yourself. And at the end, the solution that you have thought of may not also be the solution or the ideal solution that your team wants. So it's just a sort of like wasting time if you just focus on that portion, right? So it doesn't make you look bad for asking questions or getting help, but it makes you look bad of poor productivity, right? So these are the 3 points. Let me know if you have some other sharings on how did you grow from like grow better over time. Then I'm really happy to see examples, real life examples. And if you resonate with me during the way, feel free to like and subscribe to my channel. It helps me a lot. Right, thank you very much. See ya.